The revelation was that my husband is a gay man. And not only is he married to me, but he's married to him. And my entire world came crashing down, and somehow everything also made sense. His initial photos being ghostly white with red lips, he was wearing makeup. His inability to come close to me, him wanting me to have a short boy's haircut, him having Sephora points and being a shopper there, the girls at the Davat who have known him all his life gossiping on how they'd never thought he would ever marry, the thoughtful welcome basket he made me, him having a double life and living far away and not allowing me to see that apartment, his disinterest in our wedding, it all made sense within an instant. I cut the call and I immediately ran out of the house, and I just kept aimlessly walking and walking while I cried my eyes out. I came home hours later to my husband awake with a terrified look in his eyes. I closed the door and I told him that he needs to finally be honest with me. I asked him if his parents knew about this, and he said yes, and that his mother set his marriage when she ran into him and his partner in public by accident. He told me that they all know, and mostly everybody in the community knows because his previous ex was a son of another auntie in the community. He also told me that they refused to accept him and that they forced him to marry me. He immediately apologized to me for everything because I was in shambles in front of him. I was in a state of shock and I didn't know what to do. And around the same time, in the middle of this conversation, my mother-in-law started screaming from downstairs to come down to the kitchen to start making everyone breakfast. And I hit my breaking point. I gave him a look and I said, no more of this. I told him that he needs to make this right, and that if he's not able to give me a normal married life, then he needs to make an executive decision to send me back home and tell everyone the truth that this wedding is a sham. In retrospect, I don't even know why I even said that, because it seems like everyone except me and my family knew the truth. But regardless of all of that, he said he wouldn't be able to do that. He said his family has faced enough, but not me because of him, and a divorce, it just was not going to happen. He didn't want the burden of that. He proposed a deal, suggesting that if I stayed as his wife, he would support my education, give me everything I needed. He will help me learn a trade, start a life here. He would even find a way to have me have my own place. I knew that I couldn't go back home, so I reluctantly said I'd think about it, but eventually I ended up agreeing to the arrangement. He provided me with an education, he bought me a laptop, software, and I spent the following months learning trades like digital marketing and virtual assistant. I excelled in all of these fields, and after some time, he took me to the bank to open my own bank account, and finally I had a bank card and started feeling like a member of society. I remember once I got all of my certifications, I started freelancing, and I realized what I do is so easily teachable, so I figured why not get some girls from Pakistan to learn this trade so we can start a business. So I taught my sister, and I told my sister to teach her friends. And we started an outsourcing business. And it was slow at first, but it took off. And it seems like just overnight my nasib changed.